Hello, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Julie.
Now we're going to do a how to play and playthrough of Planted by Buffalo games, which is for 2 to 5 players, ages 10 and up. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play, which is accurate for 2 players. It might take a little longer for 3 or 4 players. So this is a drafting game where you try to score the most points growing your plants over 4 rounds. Here is the nursery board. We're going to, you'll see these are the type of plants that you'll be trying to grow. And as you grow a plant, it's either worth 3 points on the bottom, then if you grow the next part, it's 4, and then 7. So this can be worth up to 14 points. And how do you grow this plant? Well, you got to spend resources at the end of each round to light and to water. Now, an important rule that can be forgotten is, and we can have up to 6 plants by the end of the game here. One important rule to remember is that you can only grow a plant once at the end of each round. So part of the management here is that on the very last round, you may want to get this plant because you only have to grow it once and it's worth 6. Whereas if you cut this on the last round, you're only going to be able to grow it to 3, and you'll miss out on the additional points. So as you're setting it up, you shuffle the plant deck here. You'll see there's some cards off to the side here. You'll see what we do with that in a minute. And these are our player boards. So the nursery, and we'll be able to purchase these during the round. So those are the plants that we have to pick from, and when one is bought, we'll put out another one. At the very beginning, though, we have 6 beginner plants. And they're all worth 3 points each as you grow them. Now there's some icons here that matter for scoring additional points later on. You see in the upper right-hand corner, that's a shelf plant. So there are 3 categories of plants. That's a hanging plant. And you see, did I get lucky here? No. And here is a floor plant. You'll see that there'll be decorations that you can get based on the type of plants you have. So you just shuffle up these 6, and we start out with 1 each. Now for a younger person, you can, and the other 4 go off to the side. With a younger person, you can have them pick. It really doesn't matter. It's just aesthetically kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So this one needs 1 light and 2 plant food. I need to water and 2 plant food to grow that one. When we acquire resources, we're going to put them on here. And here's a ×4 token area. So if we're running out of plant food, you can put 1 there, and that means there's 4 there instead of 1.
Oh, okay.
Now let's take a look at the cards we're going to use to grow our plants and to gather more points. Well, here is the item deck. Now, items can be decorations. Now, if you select one of these cards, they're purple, or you select tools, which are gray, they'll go underneath the board here, and they'll use them for the rest of the game. So if you acquire these early on, you'll have them for the next 3 rounds as well. They do not get discarded. Whereas resource cards, which are for these tokens here, will be played, and then the cards will be removed at the end of the round. So let's take a look at what some of these decorations do so you understand how these will come into play at the very end of the game. So you may remember, it says here, indoor greenhouse. So you gain an additional point for each full-grown plant that you own. All growth spaces are occupied. So that means, for instance, that if I were to cover up all of those 3s, that would be 9 points. And then with this decoration, I get an additional point. So that card would basically be worth 10 points at the end of the game, if I grow it all out. This one here, this decoration, gain 1 point for each tool card that you own, and those are the gray cards. And I'm just showing some of these decorations here. Now this is where I went over the categories of hanging, shelf, and floor plants. You gain 3 points for each set.
Wow.
So if you have 1 of each, remember we're only going to have 6 plants at the end. And you may have even less if you don't buy enough. But let's say you do have all 6, the most this card could be worth is 6 points because you could have 2 of each. And then this one right here, this is just another example here. You gain 1 point for each floor plant that you own, which could be a possible 6 if you just focus all on floor plants. Let's take a look at some of the tools. This one here, When you take a card that has 2 light on it, you get an additional light token. So when we're passing cards, and I choose this one and I have this tool in front of me, I'll get 3 light instead of 2. But only if I take a card that has 2 light on it. You'll see there's some cards that have 1 light. So it's very important to pay attention to the symbols on the cards that you acquire. See, this card has 1 water. There can be cards that have 2 water. I'm sorry, this is a 2 water. Gain 1 water, so it's kind of like the light one. Where's, I'm trying to find something a little different here. Oh, here's a different one. Okay. Here's a card that has 1 water. You gain 1 green thumb token for each single water card you play. Now, what are green thumbs? Well, those are wilds. It takes 2 green thumbs to equal 1 resource. So let's say at the end of this round, I have 2 plant food and 2 green thumbs. I could spend, oops, sometimes these stick together. I could spend these 2 green thumbs to be any resource I want, which I can make it a water. And now I could feed this plant, and I cover it up. And I can feed each plant, like I said, once per round. So I fed that one because I didn't have water, but I used 2 green thumbs. I'll go over how we pass cards here in a minute. The last thing to remember is that any resources that you have will be unspent resources at the end of the round. So you're going to use these resources to feed your plants. At the end of the round, any unspent resources, for every 2, you get a growth token. Now it's called propagation. That means you're putting them in jars with water and you're trying to get them to grow before you plant them in soil. So this will be, you don't use this from round to round. You put it off to the side and it's equal to 1, and it's worth 1 point each. So let's say I have a leftover water and a light, or even 2 green thumbs. I can convert this green thumb into another water, it doesn't matter what it is, and get a propagation. What do I do with the sunlight? Unfortunately, I didn't have another resource to convert it to another propagation, so it's just removed. So part of this is resource management. You have to maximize your resources as much as possible to grow your plants and to get propagation. Each one of these is worth 1 point. Now we're going to start playing here.
How do we get these?
I'm going to explain
we buy them?
I'm going to explain that in a minute.
I'm sorry.
So we shuffle each deck separately.
Okay.
So let me do that as I...
And I'm going to let him do the shuffling because I do it a really long way and it takes forever. My hands just don't work that way anymore. What do you say? It's the magic way of doing it?
Yeah, that's the way I've taught you, is a way you can use a Magic the Gathering, because you can have decks of more than 60 cards.
Oh.
There's some cards that have been used in tournaments that if you have a deck of at least 120 cards and you draw this card, you win.
Really?
Yeah, but the odds of drawing it of 120 cards is very high. So it's one of these weird cards that they have. So now I'm shuffling. Yeah, I'm shuffling because they say you can shuffle that way. You have to be able to shuffle your deck. What Julia's talking about is you go like this and you make separate piles. Yeah. And that's good for young people who can't shuffle too.
Or people with arthritis.
So on the resource, I showed you what's in the item deck. You got decorations and tools. Here you got different types of resources. Okay.
Okay.
Where's a 1? Yeah, here's a 2 light. It's pretty much
pretty basic.
What she's basic, right? So between rounds, each player is going to get 8 cards. So 6 from the resource deck. Now you see me doing this, these cards stick together. Buffalo Games does a really good job with their components, but their cards, they're still having problems with their cards. If you watch our Willy Wonka, our golden ticket playthrough, we had to sleeve those cards. Remember how hard it was to... So these cards do stick together. So we have, each player gets 6 resources. Oh, so thank you.
You're welcome.
And then we get 2 items.
Okay.
And that's every player.
Every player, okay.
Now, I'm going to show you my deck. Don't pick yours up yet.
I'm just putting it like this.
What's going to happen here is I'm going to pick one of these cards. And either I'm going to take the resources, or I'm going to, in this case, I have 2 decorations. And if I take a decoration, I put it here, or if I take a tool, I put it underneath my board. if I take this one, I just get the two. I take the two green thumbs and put it on my board. And then what will happen is I will pass my cards to Julie, and we're going to end up with getting 8 cards by the end of this round. Julie will take one of her cards and she'll pass me her deck. So part of this is a memory game where you want to remember, what did I pass to the person? Because it will be coming back around. And you hope they don't take something that you didn't take this round that you want on a later round. Now, how do we get these plants here in the nursery? Well, instead of, say I don't want to, part of the player interaction is maybe I don't want this card, but I don't want Julie to get it either. So I can say, I put it down here, I put it here and I say nursery, and I flip it up. That means I get to purchase one of these cards and it is discarded. So I'm not getting it, and I've also denied another player from getting it. So as a strategy is that sometimes you're going to discard a card that you know somebody may want that you don't want to get a new plant. So if I do that, but let's say Julie does it too. She says nursery. Well, who gets to go first? Well, you look at the numbers here. And this is for every player who does it on the same turn. My card says 100. Julie's card says 96. So she'd get to pick first. Now that matters, order here. Because you might be collecting resources. Let's say I take this one. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. And Julie's like, oh, darn it. I wanted to really get that one because I only had 2 water. And the next card would be flipped up. Then Julie would, well, let's say it was reversed. Okay, I picked first. And Julie's like, well, I guess I'm going to go for this one. So sometimes the order matters. I may take a plant that Julie really wants.
So I could see the next plant, though, before I decide.
Correct.
Okay.
Or in this case, if I was the second person to go.
Okay.
We just happen to have the same cards. Resources also have numbers. So you see that this one has 27 on it. So you can use any card you want to discard to buy a plant.
Oh, okay.
Now remember, the important rule is that any resources that you don't use to grow a plant or to propagate gets removed.
Okay.
And you can only grow a plant once at the end of a round.
Okay.
So now we're going to play.
Okay.
Just a couple other things if you're playing with 3 or 4 players. In round 1, we pass to the left. So if our son David was playing, I'd pass to the left, and it would go clockwise. And the second round, it would go counterclockwise. So when you have 3 or 4 players, the cards will move in different directions. The other thing here, it talks about when do you shuffle these decks. In a 3-player, you'll reshuffle the deck after the 3rd round because you're going to run out of cards. Mm. In a 2-player game, we're not going to run out of cards. In a 4 or 5-player game, you're going to reshuffle the decks after round 2. So it's just letting people know that you have to reshuffle when you're playing with more players.
Okay.
So now we're playing. So I'm looking. I need water and plant food for my plant there. I have no tools. This might be a good time to get tools. Wow. Okay. I'm taking this card. Now I passed right here. So we put yours there. Now let's reveal. Why don't you reveal your card right here so we can see.
I got a tool. Got a watering can. It says gain 1 water token for each double water card played.
All right, so Julie's going to want to get double water cards. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that she'll be able to use that.
Yeah.
So it goes right there underneath her board.
What'd you get, honey?
I get 2 light. Now, it does say in the rules, keep it off to the side, and then you discard it at the end of the round. Well, for the playthrough here, we just don't have enough space. So we discard it right away.
Okay.
So now we passed our cards. So Julie I can see why Julie did that. She has 2 waters in her deck. She's definitely going to get 1 back, even if I take one of them. But based on the plants I'm going for here, I'm not taking water. Okay, I got a plant food.
I got a plant food as well.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Here, you can give me the card and I'll put it over there.
Oh, yeah. My little T-Rex arms won't be able to reach.
Okay, next round.
Okay.
See, she took the plant food I wanted. You see, I need 2 plant food for this guy. So I'm going to have to take this card here for 2 green thumbs so I can turn green thumbs in for whatever resource I want. Okay, we reveal. I got 2 green thumbs.
I have a sun.
Okay, let's put the card right over there. Okay, next round. Okay. Okay, nursery.
I got a water.
All right, so the nursery, Julie's not in competition with me, but I'm taking this one. No, I'm sorry, I'm taking this one.
Okay.
It's not worth a lot, but I have light I want to use this round, so I might as well buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Did I pass yet? No.
There's one card.
Next round. Okay, I did water.
I did a double water, so I get 3 waters.
Correct, because of Julie's tool. So that's a good thing that she did there. So she planned ahead by getting that. That was a good move.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to take this card because I know she's going to want to use it next turn. She'll get 3. So I don't need the water, but I'm going to deny her the water.
I'm going to do nursery.
Okay, you can't see it on camera, sweetie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to do nursery. And I'm going to get this one right here.
Okay. All right.
I got a water, so I get 3 water.
I did a
only get 1
decoration.
water.
I did a decoration. Because I have different kind of plants here, I have a hanging plant and a shelf plant. I just need
Nice.
to get a floor plant, which I will
I'm
make
sure you
sure I
will.
get.
Yep.
Okay, and the last card we display, unless we want to do nursery. I'm going to, let me see. Now this is, you can do a little planning ahead here. I'm going to take a look at what do I need here. If I do it, I'll have it for the following round. But I need to get, okay. Ready?
Yeah, I'm going to do
Nursery.
nursery.
All right.
44.
I have a 20. I get to go first. I'm going for this one because it's a floor plant.
Okay, and I'm going for this one.
Well, you get to see the next card first.
Oh, I'm still going to go for this one.
Okay. All right, we're done with that round. Now we're going to feed. Now keep in mind, I can pick whatever ones I want to do here. I could, one of these will not grow this round. I could do this one instead. That's 10 and that's 9. If I complete this one. I think I'm going to go for this one. Oh, no. I don't have enough light. So I'm going to grow those 2.
I'm growing these 2 because I have all this water, which means I don't get to use those 2 things.
All right. Let's grow our plants first.
Okay.
And then we're going to propagate next.
Okay.
So I've gotten 2, 3, 5 points this round.
I have 7 points this round.
Well, you're doing better than me, that's for sure. Now we take a look at our leftover
Okay.
resources. You have 2.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn that in for a propagation,
Okay, I'll
which
do
is
that.
worth 1 point.
I'll do that.
Okay, so
Then
turn
put
those
those
in.
back
For me, I have 2 water.
and do the same thing.
So right now, I have 6 and Julie has 8.
Yep.
So Julie's beating me by 2. But I do have a decoration here, which I'll keep above board.
Now, you said we can only have 6 plants. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, next round.
Alrighty. That was fun.
Now, if we were playing with 3 players, we'd be passing the other direction.
Okay. But we're not doing that because we don't have a 3rd player.
6 resources each. two items. Let me make sure, because you were sticking together. Now I'm taking a look at what I already have. Make sure I can, if there's some tools here. I'll show you my tools so you can see what's available in my deck. And this one here. But notice though, it has to be a single plant food card, not a double plant food card. And that matters because I need a lot of plant food for my... Alright, I did 2 plant food.
I did too.
Which means you're taking plant food that I might need later.
Oh, too bad. I needed it
Later.
too. Later.
Alright, next round. Oh, not next round, next turn.
Sorry, my little hands are having a rough time this morning.
Okay, I got another plant food
I got 3 water.
because of your tool.
Yep.
I told you I'd reach for you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Wait, did we switch?
I don't know.
No, we didn't switch. But yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I got my cards back. Okay, let me adjust something here.
Okay, sorry. You guys know me, Little Miss Destroyer.
Alright, I got 2
I
light.
got 1 light.
Just put it right here when you're done.
Okay, sweetie. I can do that.
I can do that. That's a Meatloaf song, in case anybody didn't know. Julie's thinking hard.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm doing nursery.
Okay, I'm doing 2 green thumbs.
You said I could use this for nursery, right?
You can use any card you want for nursery.
Okay. I want...
Do you want it that way?
I don't want it that way. Oh, Backstreet Boys? I want it that way.
Yeah, since I'm on the music kick, I might as well throw that in there.
Might as well, what the heck. I'm actually going to...
I mean, you're selected, didn't even know what you wanted?
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that water, so... I'm going to do this one.
Okay, next one. See, I'm going to start thinking ahead. What do I need here? Your water's moving around.
Oh, no. There we go.
Okay, I'm doing 2 green thumbs.
Me too. How funny.
Okay. I'm doing a light.
Me too.
Okay, I did 2 water.
I'm going to do nursery.
Where do you get?
Get ready for next time. This one has a lot of points.
Okay.
I'll do this one.
And then last one, I'm doing nursery.
One green thumb for each single light card played. All right, I'm going to take the tool.
Okay. We'll look at that tool in just a minute.
Okay.
What am I gonna pick out here?
Oh, you didn't decide?
Yeah, you can make fun of me. That's okay. I can take it.
You know I
I'll
love
do
you.
this one.
Okay.
Yeah. You may wonder, why don't I do this one? Well, that's 6. This is 7. And I have 2 turns to work on this one. So what plant? What did you get here? Let's see. Gain 1 green thumb token for each single light card. Make sure it's a single, not a
I know.
double.
I will.
Remember the first time
I
we
know.
played that?
Yes, I do.
I made that mistake too. All right, so let's plan out here. Are you planning on how to do
I
your...
already know what to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it.
So I'm not going to grow this one.
Okay, that one.
Well, let's see what you're doing there, honey. Remember, I asked you to wait.
Oh, sorry.
What'd you
I
do?
grew the snake plant,
Okay.
and I'm growing my watermelon peperoma.
Okay. Do you have any resources left?
I only have a water left, so it goes back. That's it.
Yeah. So you didn't have 2 resources left over. I would
No.
put this over here so you don't get.
Oh, okay.
Too
Sure,
confused.
sure.
Okay. Now mine is I grew this one. I had to use 2 green thumbs for water. I grew this one because this is 10 if I get it all the way done.
Nice.
I want to make sure I... Okay, we only have 2 more turns left.
I know, babe.
Too light here. Look into the light. That's poltergeist.
Oh,
And then now I have a resource and 2 green thumbs left to get a propagation.
nice. Good job, sweetie.
Now if we look at our points here so far, I have 3, 5, 9, 12, 13, 14. How are you doing?
I have 3, 5, 10, 14, 15.
What did I say I had? 14?
A lot.
5, 9, 12, 14. So you're 1 by 1. So I caught up a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
So that's, the game stays tight.
Yeah, it does.
All right, 3rd round.
All right.
Remember, you don't have to have 6 plants.
I know.
Okay. Then 2 items. This is the 2nd to last round.
Okay. I'm taking a decoration.
Okay, 2 plant food. I'm going to show it on camera. So this way, please.
It's the same one you have.
Oh, okay, so do you...
They gain 3 points for one. It's like, so I have one.
You
of
already
each.
have 1 of each. You have 4 plants already.
I know. I have 5 plants.
No, 5 plants, I mean.
Yeah.
You might want to get the one that's the shelf one.
Yeah, if I can get that one.
Right.
Looking for that.
Where you get 1 point for each shelf. I did 2 plant food, by the way.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I did 2 water.
I did a sun.
See, I knew you would get bonus water. That's one reason why I took it now. You were probably hoping I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not going to lie.
You were hoping that it would come back around.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I was supposed to gain a green thumb for each single. I played a single.
Okay. You're just planning ahead by putting it there.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a plant food.
I get 3 waters.
And that's going to help young people. Let them plan ahead like that. In my opinion, you should.
Yep.
2 water. Did you get 3 water?
I got 3 water.
Okay.
Okay.
2 light.
I got a sun, water, excuse me.
Put it like that.
Okay.
All right, I got a decoration. I get a point for every fully grown plant.
I get a sun and a green thumb because it's a single light.
Right, because of your tool card.
Yep.
Okay. Now, you see us planning ahead like that, but this doesn't come, you don't have to commit until the end of the round. So
Right.
Julie can change her mind. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this one. Okay, I got a water.
I got a water too.
Okay, I got another water.
I got 2 green thumbs.
Yeah, I would have done that if it hadn't come back around. Now I get this side here. You ready? Pick your card. Okay, nursery.
I'm going to just use a tool.
Take this one. We only have 2 more turns left.
I know, that's why I didn't want to get...
Oh, that's a lot of plant food. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go for this one.
I was like, what are you thinking?
I already have 4 plant food.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to get that much. So you want plants with the diversity of resources because you might not be able to fulfill them all. All right, so let me do my planting first.
Yep.
That way people can see what you're doing. So we only have 1 more round. I really got to do this one. Bummer.
I know. I look, I can grow
If I
two
had 2 green
things.
thumbs, I can do that.
I can only grow 2 things.
This is better to go for that one.
Darn it.
I mean, I don't have tools, so that's would have been a lot better for me. All right. Well, I'm doing this one.
Okay.
And then I'm doing this one. That's it. And then I turn in these 2. If I only had 1 more resource, I could have done 1 more. Get a propagation. Now, what are you doing?
I'm watering the sky. Oh, that is finished now.
Right, it's an adult.
Fully grown. I'm watering this guy with 2 waters and 1 light, and then 2 green thumbs is my other light. And that one's
That's a
grown.
5. That's nice.
And then I have 2 green thumbs and 2 resources left
Well,
over.
Unfortunately, the green thumbs will be lost. You just get 1 propagation.
Yeah, doggone it.
Yeah, I was 1 resource short of what I needed to.
Were you? Gosh
Yep.
darn.
Well, that's okay.
Yep.
Last round.
Okay.
Now, this is where getting tools probably is not going to happen.
Yeah, it won't matter. Doesn't
But
matter.
decorations will matter. Because they'll score at the end.
'Cause I don't need any more water. Oh. There we go. Make sure you have 8, sweetie. It got kind of mixed up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, I do. Oh. Darn it, Jim.
Okay, I have what I want.
I have what I want to, sweetie.
Okay. 2 food.
2 food.
What a surprise. Okay. So I need a lot of stuff. Really? What a crappy draw.
I know. You're telling me. You're the one that gave it to me. You dealt it.
That could be funny in other contexts.
I know.
Okay, I got 2 light.
I got it food. I know exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah, this is why we're married. We think of the same goofy stuff.
We do. Oops, excuse me.
Sophomoric humor.
Yep. That's why I have 2 boys,
2 water.
2 green thumbs.
Okay, 2 green thumbs.
I'm taking a decoration.
Which one is it?
It says gain 1 point for each shelf plant you own, and I own 3 shelf plants.
Yeah, that might help you win. That's a good... You finally got that one. I should have been looking and denied you that one.
Thank you for not doing that.
Yeah. So that's just me not paying attention. Because if you see, that would have been a good card to not let Julie get.
Yeah, because I have 3 of them.
Because that's public information. I got a plant. I mean, not plant food.
I got 2 green thumbs.
All right, so I need to plan here a little bit before we do our last rounds. Really? Really expensive.
I know.
I
I'm
got some
telling
really
you.
expensive plants here.
I know. I'm right there with you, sweetie.
Well. Okay. Two green thumbs.
I think I don't need it, but I might be able to combine it with something. Oh, you toad.
Yeah, I gave you crappy cards.
I don't want either one of these.
Good.
So what do I do? I don't want it. I guess I take it anyway.
Yeah. I have 1 water. Now, it's good that actually it happened, because one thing I didn't mention in the rules, Julie's taking another tool of this type. You can stack them, which means that if you have multiple ones of the type, which doesn't help her now, that means that anytime she takes a single water, she'd get 2 additional waters.
Oh.
Because of this, the stacking of these tools.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm sorry. Anytime you take a double water, you get 2 additional waters. So every double water, she would get 4.
Wow.
But unfortunately, she got at the end of the game. Now, the only thing that can happen is there is a decoration that allows you to get +1 point for every tool you have. So that would have been a good decoration.
That would have been
for
a
you
good
to have, 'cause
decoration,
you'd have gotten
yeah.
4 points for this.
Well, it would have been 5 points because I'm stuck with another tool.
Okay, well, I have this. I have a tool too, but I may do... I'm just going to say nursery.
All right.
You may want to say nursery too.
Why? I
You're-
can't feed anything.
There might be something you want to do, just in case. I have 66. What's yours?
71.
Oh, it's a tool.
It's a tool.
Well, I go first anyway. Let me see if I can make what I have here work anyway. Is there a better plant I can do? Everything's 2.
There's nothing good for me.
There's nothing good for me.
I'm just going to put it in my tool shed.
So, yeah, I'll take a plant. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do anything with it, but I took it anyway. Oh, it could matter for here. It could matter for your... Maybe you can get another shelf plant.
But
So-
I don't... it's not
Okay.
that I own.
Okay, sweetie.
Yeah.
You take a nursery action.
Okay.
If you get another shelf plant, it's another point for you.
Even if I haven't fed it?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't say mature, does it?
No, it just said I own.
Right.
I thought it
That's
meant...
why I'm going to take this one, so you don't get it. But let's see if one comes up.
Okay.
And it did. So now you do get that.
I misunderstood, sweetie. I thought it meant that you had to, like, grow it.
It doesn't say mature.
Okay.
Let's make sure.
Yeah, please do.
That's a good question, because you gain 1 point for each shelf plant that you own. Well, you own it. You just haven't grown it that much.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that was worthwhile to do. That
Yeah,
1 point.
it was.
That 1 point there, even though it's not growing, could make a difference between winning here.
Okay. Well, thank you, honey. I didn't know
Well,
that
it's
I
good
could do
that
that.
people see that, because it wasn't a useless thing. All right, so I've planned out already. I'm gonna.
I have 2. I only get to grow 1 thing. That's it.
Oh, that's not good.
I know.
I may come from behind here now.
I know.
I need to show it. Do not
I know.
remove it
I'm
yet.
putting them together like that.
Okay.
I'm not taking them off, honey. Here we go. Flip that over to you so you can see. Okay.
Why was this here? It's
I
not
don't know,
supposed to
honey. Maybe I accidentally grabbed it.
be. Maybe.
Wow,
All
you
right,
did
so
good.
I'm done growing.
Okay.
Now, what are you growing?
I'm growing my snake plant. I'm using 2 green thumbs for my light, and I have 2 food.
Okay.
So So it's up to 3, and then that's it. I didn't get another sun, so I couldn't even grow this. So I'm going to put it back here.
You can get a propagation.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then, so I'm going to turn in these 2 for a propagation, and then these just go away. That's it. So I only got to grow 4 plants. Darn it.
Did you didn't put the leaf on there?
Because I couldn't do it, sweetheart.
Oh,
I didn't
sorry.
have 2 lights.
Okay.
That's okay.
So let's count up our points now.
All right.
Now it does come with a score pad here.
Yeah, let's use it, sweetie.
All right, we'll use it. Player. Should we use our real names? Or our make-believe names that we like to use?
We're going to use our real names.
Okay. I can't call you Kylie?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right, so Julie and David.
That's us.
Let's do this camera right here. It doesn't quite...
That doesn't quite work, honey.
No, it doesn't.
All right, so let's do yours first. I'm excited.
So plant 1. Oh, this is nice that they have this for young people to help them keep track.
Mm-hmm.
6, 4, 10,
Nice.
3, 9,
Wow.
0. And propagation, 3. I have 3 right here.
Mm-hmm.
Decorations, 3 points for each set. Oh, I didn't know I got another set.
Oh, good job,
I was just trying to
honey.
deny you a point. You know, that was kind of a mistake on my part. I did that by accident,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing that I was going for another set. So
That's great.
I got lucky on that. I didn't even know I got that.
Good
so
job.
that's 6.
6 points.
Plus 1 point for each full grown. So 6 plus 1, 2. That's 8. It's going to be close.
Very nice, honey.
Okay, move your stuff over.
6,
Okay, 6,
5,
5,
5, 9. That's it.
0, and 0.
3 propagations.
Okay,
And then here are my things. I gained 3 points for, and I have 1 set. I have 1, 2, 3.
okay, and then you get 1 point for each shelf.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 11 versus 10. Just so you know, between that propagation and the decorations. This is where it's going to determine it here.
Yeah.
It's the plants. So 10, 13, 22, 25, 33. 43 points.
Very nice, honey.
Thank you. How many? 20, 23, 32, 35, yes. Okay, 11, 20, 25, 35. Wow, so I came from behind.
Good job, hon.
Well, thanks,
Well, that's
honey.
great.
Yeah.
Good job.
Because I think you won the first time that we played this.
I don't remember. I had so much fun. I didn't remember. I love this either if I win or lose. It makes me want to go get more plants.
So there it is. I was able to come from behind.
That's awesome, honey. Good job.
Maybe it's because you went for too many,
I think I went for too many plants.
no, too many tools.
Yeah, well, I
I
got
had-
stuck with some, so
Yeah, but you could have,
but I
Maybe.
didn't want any more plants.
yeah. I didn't have any tools.
No, you didn't. That last time you did.
No, tools are helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with going for them.
Well, I didn't mean to really go for them, but that's how it turned out.
Right. Okay, so that is planted. Thanks for watching, and
Thank you
check
so
out
much.
our review.
Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate you, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Okay, all right, bye-bye.
Bye.